Gentlemen, SpaceX is currently crashing the market. And you see, when companies like these are planning to do IPO, and because of the industry they are in, it becomes a big challenge to the market, because you can see we have $10 billion orders still pouring in, and these are for institutional investors. Retail investors also are placing their order, and in June 12th, this IPO will be listed. This company will be listed, which is SpaceX. SpaceX will be listed, and if it is listed, I'm very very sure the date will not be postponed. Once it is listed, and guess what? A lot of investors are actually pulling out their money from other stocks, irrespective of if the fundamentals of those stocks are actually intact. And that is why we are seeing this current dip. You can see this dip to 722, and that is a week from the candle before it moves up to this region. So me, I'm even targeting this area. So today, maybe we should expect, because some persons might still wait a bit before they get out of some of these plays to actually get into SpaceX. But for me, I think there are buying opportunity in these stocks that investors are actually exiting, because you need to be smart in doing this business, because as investors are exiting is also providing some good opportunity. And I see SpaceX coming out. I think the price they are coming out is $135. So that's the price they're coming out. The IPO price is $135. So I see a good movement in these particular. Of course, you can also trade this if you understand the market, but as it is for every IPO, after the hype, it will always find its true level after a lot of people actually come. And if you are like me, I don't like following the crowd, because if you follow the crowd, you cannot go further than the crowd, because crowd mentality is dangerous, because everybody wants to exit at the same time, everybody wants to enter at the same time. But if you can still play the game in the market as investors are riding on emotion, you can devise a strategy to actually make some cool money. So retail investors can still place order for shares after Wednesday deadline, with up to 30% of the offerings allocated to them. So 30% is going to retail investors, and bank managing the IPO reportedly increased demand and are expected to stop accepting orders from institutional investors very soon. So they want to also um, they, they want to also reduce order, so they want to stop. So it is going to be around, that's, I'm talking about the valuation right now, is going to be 1.8 trillion. This is amazing for a company that is just listing. And this 1.8 million is 1.8 trillion is based on the current shares they are allocating and the price. So mind you, if this price doubled, we'll be looking at close to $3.6 trillion, and that is huge. That is huge. And mind you, we might even get up to $10 trillion, because the price is going to skyrocket. Yes, it's going to skyrocket. Then it might cool off. You understand? That is how it has always been so far. So as the price said, but retail allocation still up in the air. So retail can still get their allocation. So the company plans to stop taking orders. So I've talked about that. Then targeting allocation, we've talked about that. So these are the talk of the town. You understand it? That's why we've seen a lot of bloodbath in the market. You can see how this is dipping, and I will not be surprised if the price of if the S&P 500 actually is deep to this current price. I will not be surprised if it dips to this price. But anyway, like I said, it always provide a buy opportunity. Let's quickly look at some opportunity I always like to look out for, that which is QUBT. So QUBT is one. If you watch my videos, I've done some good content explaining some of these stock. If you check here, I think I gave some details around here on what to do based on the performance of some of these stocks. But right now, it's presenting another opportunity. So last time from this area here, it got to this part, and guess what? It is currently presenting same opportunity. I'm expecting a bounce also from these 950. So if you can get it at 950, excellent. You'll be getting like close to 40% from this particular trade, and that is why I'm bringing it close to this part. And I also gave you guys some of these alt quantum play. If you check my videos, as you can see, after a huge movement, you can see, and it's pulling back again, another buy opportunity. Then we have QMCO. We have QMCO also. So QMCO also. You see, after pushing out from this area, it moved to 18. Now it's down to 13. So if you are getting in at 13 here, let's say this is 13, and looking at this point, 40%. You understand? So it's quite fortunate that the market is actually presenting some interesting opportunity. And if we look at Credo, um, it's also a good CRDO. You can see Credo is still shooting after. I wanted to look at the video. This was actually where I called Credo. I called Credo around this area, which I advised that we should get in. Yes, I said this area is a buy, and just in case you want to get that video, I think this is where it is. Let me get some cool video so that I can show you where it is. So um, where are you? Okay, this is it here. This is it. So this was 1 month ago where I said this one stock is a game changer. And guess what? Actually changed everything. So we started from this place. We meet our first take profit target. We met our second take profit target. Then we met our third. Then we had a pullback to this place, which was actually a buy opportunity. Then we had a new ride to a new all-time high. Then not a new all-time high per se, but some good movement. Then we had another pullback, which is normal. It's normal in the market. Then we have this push to this area here, which is like 250. Then now we have a dip. Then now the market has started responding. Then if we look at the weekly, you will see that just like I said, we met a new all-time high. You can see these are sweet movements. You see, move here, then it came back to this area again. You see, the chart will always respect itself and always respect some of these interesting movement. So if we quickly look at SoFi, which are some of those stocks that I've given in the past, I just want to let you know that I have you at heart. I'm not giving you anything and leaving you to read. So I'm also looking at how we're going to trade it. So SoFi, like I said, is a slow mover, but surely it's going to give you that expected return. For me, if you're interested in 100%, and you want to hold for long, I think SoFi is a good one. And look at the area where I advise you should go in. And from this particular area, if we take our measuring tool, if we measure it down to the top here, you see that we are getting our 100%. And if you are the 100% guy, imagine putting $100,000, imagine putting $50,000, and you are expecting some good movement. This is going to deliver it as fast as possible. So these are just some quick updates. I just want to let you know why the market is dipping and why the S&P 500 is actually pulling back. And don't see this pulling back as a wrong or as a negative sign. It's a good sign for you to know how to actually trade and the market. And gold also is pulling back, but so far is respecting this previous minor resistance around this area. And if this area fail to hold, we'll be looking at this next region here. Let me just draw the area here where we'll be watching. So we are watching this area. So we are watching this area here. Then if we quickly look at oil, of course, we know during the Middle East challenge with US and all those stuff, Iran has this is weekly though. The oil chart has actually printed a lot of money for those of us who actually followed. You can see this up and down movement is actually money that you are looking at. You buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, you buy here, sell here, you buy here, sell here. You get the point. So these are some clue that I want you to know. Let's also look at silver and look at what silver is doing after a huge rally. Comes down to this area again. You can see first support, second support, third support. So we can come here and draw our line here for silver. These are the region. You know, support is always a region. So these are the region we are looking at. So there are some other stocks that I've given in the past also, but I don't want us to look at them because of time. But so far, just a recap. Just want to let you know that okay, let's look at VIS. It's very important. Like I've told you guys, I said when VIS is going up, the market will be coming down. So this is V's going up, and as you can see, it looks as if there is no much resistance ahead. So we'll be watching to see how the market react and how we'll get a reversal from this particular area. So, gentlemen, I just want to share updates on why the S&P 500 dip. I told you we'll be getting around this area, but because of the SpaceX IPO, we witnessed how a lot of people are selling some of their shares, some of their position in other companies to be able to have cash to take position in the SpaceX IPO. And of course, you're not going to arrest them. It's their money, they work for it. But just to let you know that while others are seeing a bearish market, I am seeing a bullish market in disguise because other stocks are now cheap for you to go in again and write it. I call it rinse and repeat. If you go in now, you're going to make some cool money. Yes, because after the spaces and after everything, those who make money, who have strategy, will make money. Because it will not continue to go up. Whatever goes up will come down. So there must always be a pullback. There must always be a retracement. It is normal in the market, no matter how hot the IPO is. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Congratulations, we just crossed 100 subscriber. Let's push it. The next level, the next target is 150 subscriber. From 150 subscriber, we look at 200 subscriber. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profits. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to white salute. See you in the next one. And until you see again, don't forget that next month we will be updating our Whoop community, and it's going to go live as the channel becomes active. Thank you. See you in the next one.